Hello, welcome to all in class 6 chapter 7 The World of Living in part 2. Living things classify into two groups, plants and animal. So now we study about the classification of plants. Plants are classified in following ways. First, they based on the size and shape as herbs, shrubs and trees. Second, based on the lifespan as annual, biennial and perennial. Third, based on producing flowers as flowering or non-flowering plants. Fourth, based on habitat as terrestrial and aquatic plant. Fifth, based on nutrition as autotrophs and heterotrophs. According to the shape and size, first they categorize into herbs. So let's discuss. These are the plants with soft, green and perishable stem. They are normally small in size, not more than 1 meter in height. They grow, reproduce and die in 1 or 2 seasons. Examples includes coriander, mint, grass, rice, wheat and maize. Do you know banana is actually a herb? Second one is shrubs. These are plants with woody stems and branches of almost equal size arising from the stem immediately above the soil. They are medium sized and look like bushes. They may grow up to 2 meters in height. They can survive for a few years. Examples include bougainvillea, hibiscus, rose, lantana and jasmine. Third type is trees. These are tall and big plants. All of you know this. They have one hard woody stems called trunk. The trunk bears branches, twigs and leaves at some distance above the ground. They grow to a great height. They can live for several years. Examples include jackfruit tree, flame of the forest, bullmohar, neem, peepal, banyan, mango. Coconut and palm are also trees, although they do not have branches. Second, we categorize the plants on the basis of their lifespan. So lifespan begins when the seeds germinate and ends with the death of the plant. So first type is annuals. Plants that mature from seeds, produce flowers and die all in 1 year or 1 season are called annual. So annual means 1 year. So they complete their life cycle in 1 season. Examples include mustard, wheat, sunflower, rice, pea. Second one is biennial. Biennial means 2. So these plants complete their life cycles in 2 years. Roots, short stems and sometimes leaves grow in the first year, and in the second year new stems and leaves are produced. Then they produce flowers and seeds and die. Food is produced during the first year and flowers in the second. Examples include carrot, beetroot, cabbage, etc. Third type is perennial. Perennial means many. So these are the plants that live for 3 or more years. They flower for a short time and do not die after flowering. They may be herbaceous or have a woody stem. They bear flowers, fruits and seeds every year. They may be evergreen or deciduous. Examples include pine tree, banyan, mango tree, etc. Third, we categorize the plants on the basis of flowering and non-flowering plants. The plants can be classified into two main categories, flowering and non-flowering plants. Non-flowering means the plants that do not bear flower. So examples are mosses, mushroom or algae, and flowers plants bear flower. Flowering plants bear flower. Examples are grass, morning glory, etc. Now we classify the plants on the basis of habitat. So first we understand what is the meaning of habitat. The place where plants or animal live, get food and interact with the environment is called habitat. Plants and animals live and adapt themselves to their habitat. The habitat may be terrestrial or aquatic. So terrestrial habitat can be deserts, mountains or grassland. And aquatic habitat can be ponds, river, lakes and oceans. So on the basis of the natural habitats, plants can be classified into three categories. Hydrophytes that come in the aquatic, and mesophytes and xerophytes that come in the terrestrial. So let's study first mesophytes. So mesophytic plants are those plants that are common land plants and that grow in situation in a moderate means that are neither too moist and nor too dry. They have neither grow in water or waterlogged soil nor they survive in dry places. So that means they need the moderate amount of water. They have medium sized roots and bear normal green stem. Examples: mango tree and apple tree. Next, we study about the xerophytes. Xerophytes are the plants that grow in deserts. They need very small amount of water for their survival. They have long roots which go deep into ground. They bear thin and spiny leaves which help to minimize their water loss. Some examples of xerophytes are cactus, cacti or babul. Let's study about the hydrophytes. These plants need maximum amount of water, hence they grow in water. They have either very small roots or no root at all. They bear leaves coated with a thin film. This film helps to protect them in water. Some examples of hydrophytes are lotus or water lilies. Now, last, classification of the plants on the basis of nutrition. On the basis of their mode of nutrition, plants have been divided into two categories, autotroph and heterotrophs. So, autotroph means these plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. All green plants belong to this category. Next is your heterotroph. These plants cannot prepare their own food. They use the food synthesized by the other plants or animals. Heterotrophs are again divided into two categories, saprophytes and parasites. So what are saprophytes? Saprophytes are the plants which feed on dead and decaying body. Mushrooms and fungus are the example of saprophytes plants. And parasites are the plants that feed on other living bodies like dodder, or we say other name in Hindi, amar bale. or cuscuta, and orchid also the example of the parasitic plants. So, to be continued. Goodbye and have a nice day.